This is Tamika, the face behind HR. I feel so weird saying it like live. But am so sorry about that. I mean, I think y'all already know that Tamika knows HR. Tamika does not know like software, IT, all that stuff. But I was just using a different computer. My webcam doesn't work. I added on one. It's worked for everything else. Didn't want to work for this. But I guess that just gets me ready for my drink time, right? Because it's just gonna happen. We're gonna let that go by. But I definitely wanted to I feel so bad that I'm jumping on by myself. I don't have a guest, and we won't always have a guest. I mean, we do pretty good without a guest, but I reached out to quite a few people, so let's see how that turns out. I'm so excited that I actually have a link not only on my IG page, but in the description box of all my videos and on my channel now, where if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome to say, hey, fill out this little form, and then we can get together and get you on a live with me. So if anybody wants to jump on with me or knows someone they like to see on with me, then definitely share the link so that people can just jump on and we can get that going. But nevertheless, we got some stuff we got to talk about, right? When we don't have guests, we get to be all like informal. I get to give y'all my undivided attention. And I really, really like connecting with my community. I like getting to know you guys more. I like making sure that I know kind of where your minds are, making sure that I'm preparing the right stuff for you guys. So I want to talk about a few things really, really quick. And one of the things I want to talk about is I'm going to tell you guys some of the topics we're going to talk about tonight. So if y'all don't like make the chat go live and crazy, which I absolutely love that you guys are already in the chat, I'm coming, I'm going to say what's up. But we're going to talk about a few things that have came across through my client calls. So I've had several client calls and they've been kind of in different directions, but it's been very, very interesting to hear from you guys and like walk you guys through next steps, right? And so some of the big topics that I've discussed on client calls are handling an HR department of one. That's when it's only you in HR and you're trying to run this entire organization and you have to do everything from admin all the way up into to strategic thinking. So that's one of the topics I'll talk about. I'm actually going to do a video about that, y'all. So for those of you who are in a department of one, get ready because that's going to be a good one. I'm actually in a department of one right now. So it's going to be very, very awesome. The second thing is I've had a couple calls, actually, not just one, but a couple where folks have started a full-time career, have worked in that career for quite some time, but want to transition into HR. Oddly enough, both of those clients work in the federal government and want to get out of the federal government, working it into HR. So that's the topic we'll talk about really quickly. Another thing is I helped another client process a claim, or not even a claim, but process information to file a complaint actually on hostile work environment. So we'll hit on that because that was interesting. And just, what it's like to be a whistleblower, because that's really what you are whenever you're kind of bringing light to a situation. But I want to give y'all a few updates before I say what's up to y'all. Y'all mind? I hope y'all don't mind. I'm going to give just a few updates because when I get in that chat, we get real live and we get going. And I already got my drink going. So I really don't want to jump in the chat and then I'm going to forget all my updates. So one of my updates is, y'all, right now I'm at 900. When I just looked right before I got on, I was at 981 subscribers. Oh, y'all are amazing. Y'all are showing out. I mean, what else can we do except do a giveaway, honey? So be prepared because this is a plan. This is what we're going to do. I'm obviously going to announce it throughout my IG stories. I'm going to do an IG post about it, but I'm going to do a video. And this video is going to be my the trailer for my channel. So whenever anyone gets to the front of my channel, that's the first video that they'll see. And it'll talk all about why I started Heyyy HR and kind of where it derived from. And so just so you guys know, I want y'all to comment under that video. And when you comment under that video and you go on my post and you go ahead and comment the same thing on my IG post, then guess what? You in for the giveaway. Y'all want to know what we're giving away? I know if I were y'all, I want to know what we're giving away. So let's open this box up. I actually got this box in. Sorry, y'all. Somebody's got confused from my last one. My girl, a Raven. And so I had not even opened this box yet. So I'm super excited that it came in, but I was like, well, that ain't real fair for me to like open a box without my people. Like it's their gift, you know. But this gift did come in to me with the expectation that it was a gift for me. And I had already like placed another one. It was just weird. Anyhow, so I want to make sure that there's nothing that's directly to me, and obviously I want to just show y'all like what it is. Y'all tell me in the chat if y'all want to see what is in this box for this. If y'all want to see, I need everybody put one up there. Put a one in the chat if you want to see what's in the box. If you don't in the box, just hit 2, and then I'll stop opening and we'll talk about all things HR. Okay. I thought it was gonna be fun to like open this. They got it all together now. This box ain't playing no game. Because I know y'all didn't want to know where I love it. So I just ripped it all the way open, but no fret, no worries. I have another box. Oh, it's opening. Guys, are y'all ready to see what we have? Oh, and it's brand spanking new. You guys are going to get a top 3 notebook. So definitely follow along. Make sure that y'all look out for my trailer for my channel. And it's going to talk about how I started my channel, why I started my channel. And we're going to do a total random giveaway. Now, are we going to record that? We don't know. Are we going to do it live? We don't know. We like to go by the flow. And especially when we got drinks going, we really don't know. So I'm not going to open it because I don't want to mess up your box. I don't want to mess up your gift. But I will tell you that I have one. And you guys saw it in my video all about staying organized. But this is it. Isn't it so nice? Like, it's super nice. I like it. And when you open it, it kind of guides you through. So it's from Erin on Demand. She's amazing, and the lighting sucks. Okay. And so she tells you kind of where this started from. Y'all can see these are all my notes in here already, kind of mapping you out for the year. And then I don't do a daily top 3. I do a weekly top 3, and I do one side all on Heyyy HR, and the other side I do all on YouTube. So this is my personal book, but you guys getting a spanking new one. I got like some really good pages in it, so you guys can see that it's a really nice book. It's really nice, y'all. And who knows? I just might throw y'all in my little stand because I do have a stand, and so I can go buy a second one for you guys. But who knows? So we'll see how that goes. You're definitely getting your top 3 notebooks. So definitely look out for the giveaway. That's just my way to say thank you, y'all, so much for joining in and being on this thing. Another quick update is that in my description box on my channel, on IG, everything, there is a link tree or a link so that you guys can get to Etsy notes. There I have notes if you guys are studying for your HR certification. You can download it instantly and get it immediately. You can get one section or you can get the whole caboodle. So it's up to you. Another great thing about that is that I already told you guys, if you want to join in on the live with me, there is a link also on that same link where you can just say, I want to be a guest. You answer a few questions just so I know what we're doing. Now, before I jump into my topics, I want to catch up with y'all in the chat because y'all going. I love it. Y'all are moving, honey. Hey, Snowbell. I already see her name. Hey, Dejanae. Y'all know Dej, my girl. Like, she like my, I'm going to just go ahead and claim her as my second daughter. Really my third because I got Riley. Okay, sorry. Joy Williams. Hello, Joy. Thank you. I welcome so much to Heyyy HR. Coupon in the right way. Girl, we haven't seen you in a minute. What you talking about? So, hey, do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you because I love a good coupon. I love a good discount. Sister all about trying to save her coins. I know I'm kind of throwing y'all off with all this gold tonight, but best believe that this ain't coming where I breaking the bank for it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. The client services manager at DMV who was making $52K in HR. You know what? My corporate cousin Ken got to get on because, girl, you got all in his feelings with that $52K. But let's see what you're talking about. So, I have another job as a talent acquisition specialist making $70K. You are so blessed. That is what's up, girl. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I actually talk about you to my friends. I got a friend, we chat mainly in the morning going to work. And oh man, he was like, man, y'all could have been a little bit nicer about that. And I was like, oh, is it me? And I was like, I think that my audience and my community, I think y'all like my realness. Like, you don't want me to sit here and be like, oh, that's a good pay. Like, you should be okay. If I tell you that, you want to go on and get that $70K, right? So let us know how you're doing as a talent acquisition specialist. I think it's awesome. Are you doing that from home? Because right now everybody working remote. You know what I'm saying? And so much you can do. Yes, Quanique, we almost at 1,000 subs, girl. Aren't we proud of her with that? Yes, y'all. Please blow up the chat and tell her that we are so excited for her because she was transparent on that live. She did not have to come and tell us all her business, right? But she did. And I love it because it tells you guys that all you got to do is have that confidence in yourself and keep going hard. And honestly, couponing, you probably given some energy to other folks who are trying super hard, because I already recognize some of these names of people that I know are trying really hard. Either they're clients or they're people that I truly know, and in my, well, they're people I know in my personal life. So you just giving folks like, hey, it's still happening, like it's possible. So I appreciate you sharing. Um, oh good. I'm so happy y'all have want to see the gift because I haven't shown y'all anyhow. And I even, checked the chat. Yay, the ones in the spot. All right, y'all. Oh my goodness. Y'all, trying to make me emotional. Y'all, my cousin in here, Don Green. He debuted his presence on my staycation video. So y'all got to watch that because he crazy. But that's my boy. When I tell y'all, that's my boy. I'm so happy he made it, y'all. He got a crazy ass schedule, like that shit super as hell. I don't know if you guys paid attention, but I posted a video which wasn't supposed to get posted, but we just had to make some things happen. And it's all about Remedy Staffing and their career fest, their job fest. That was his event. If y'all peep at that, because it's only like a minute long. So definitely peep at that video. Y'all can see the type of work he's doing. I mean, 152 people in one day, hired 109 people. He has an organization where he has over 400 employees. He works for like 40 different companies. That includes Volvo, I believe Mercedes, Google, Walmart, Fruit of the Loom. Like, he did amazing things. And I'm so happy that he's on here because I always tell you about my cousin, right? But I won't talk about him in his face. You got to give people their flowers while they're alive, right? What? Okay. Y'all know the saying. So he started that organization when I started at my last organization. And when he started, he had, I think he said 20 something employees or whatever, and just a few clients. Now he is killing the game with over 40 different clients. That's different. When I say clients, that means different companies that he's recruiting for. And he's currently recruiting for 250 positions. Okay, he filled 109. So, okay, he's under 100 positions. It's getting, so if y'all in the Charleston area, check out Remedy Staffing. Even if you're trying to get your career started in HR, like sometimes he does grow his organization. He's definitely grown his in office, his recruiting staff, things like that. So check him out. Okay, I'm gonna stop because y'all just use him so you give him all the shout out. My bad. I'm sorry. One thing, I always feel like I'm drinking alone when I'm on here. Please tell me y'all got a drink. Okay? I need to know y'all got a drink. I got a little fun one tonight. So we'll see how this goes. That's my first time trying this. You are so welcome. I'm so happy that my videos are hitting it the right way. Coupon in the right way. And I'm gonna just go ahead and call you Miss Right, because I'm assuming your last name right. But I am so happy that they're helping you. And Miss Right, as you go through your career, definitely throw it in the comments. Find me on LinkedIn, IG, whatever. DM a girl and tell me some of the areas that you probably can need some help with or you can use some help with. I'll toss a video out there because though talent acquisition isn't my primary area and I haven't done it full time, I've done it a lot throughout my career. So I promise I can help you. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I try to keep it real, y'all. I try to keep it 100% remote, girl. Miss Right, you showing out, honey. You showing out. What did you really give that last job a notice? You had to give them a notice, but I know you had will walk out there the same day you turn in that notice, didn't you? You was like, "Hey, hell with this shit. I'm out. Y'all playing with me. And these people got all this money waiting on me. That first check gonna be nice. Make sure you pay attention to the benefits. Make sure they're not sucking up all your money through that." And make sure you learn what you can, because guess what? That's just your stepping stone. That's your starting point. That's not your end all be all, unless you want to work in talent. So let me clear that up, because there are a lot of people, and I had to catch myself because Corey, who was on live with me before, Corey Jones, he just did a Q&A live last night, and he said, that that's his passion. Like he truly loves working in talent acquisition, and so does my cousin. So, and them boys make money. So don't follow me. If you get into talent acquisition that's working for you, do it. It's just I'm recruiting is not my big thing. I do it, especially if I like the company and I do it well. Like if I truly believe in what I'm bringing folks onto. I do it well, but that ain't my first go-to. Give me everything else. Give me all the workers' comp, the FMLE, the leaves, the policies, the procedures, the payrolls. Like, give me that kind of stuff. Not the full payroll, but just changes I need to make. I will do a full pay ride. Okay, let me stop. Um, Hey, Miss Taboo, welcome, girl, in the house. You tardy for the party, but you here, honey. You ain't too tardy. We just got on. I was late again. I be having technical issues. We're so happy to have you in the spot, Raven. Hey, boo. I'm happy she found us, y'all. I messed up with the first chat. That's my girl. So excited. I'm probably gonna do a vlog. I don't know how much we'll be able to vlog because we're trying to get some work done. But I'm headed to visit my girl in Houston, Texas, in a couple weeks. So hopefully I'll vlog about that. Yeah, Snowball, I know you got the cooking, you got to eat. I got the pizza in the oven, girl. That's all we eating over here. My daughter gonna look at it and make sure it's good. But you can't just drink, you got to eat too. So have a drink. All right, Joy, you ain't got me out here drinking by myself. I appreciate it. Because they say when you drink by yourself, that's signs of alcoholism. Don't y'all let me drink by myself. Donnie, please tell me Don, my bad. Please tell me you got your wine, your red wine. Come on, have a little something because y'all know me and him gets down with the red wine. But he get on some good drinks too. He doesn't call himself this, but he can be an amazing mixologist. So don't ask me what I put in here because I know you'll be like, making that thing too thick. I put Jamaican juice in here. I had went and got some Jamaican food earlier this week, and they had a Jamaican mango juice. And so I mixed this with some mango Ciroc. So anyhow, we'll see how this goes because y'all know girl getting older. And she can say, "Oh, this tastes good," and then later on, I'd be like, "Why did I drink that drink?" Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, definitely we'll do this a startup. So I'm sure I will have lots of questions. The company has had over 300% growth since they started in 2019. I would like to say that that's amazing to see the 300% growth. It just depends on when they started in 2019 because honestly, and growth is good. I guess if they're not having high turnover, then growth is good. But it's just crazy the level of recruiting we've had to put in and the things I've been seeing. And I'm gonna do a video. I'm actually like doing some of the B-roll for it now, which is a video all on like this great resignation. Like everybody recruiting like a fool. But don't that recruiting and talent acquisition can drain you if you don't pace yourself. So pace yourself. Alrighty, Shauna Christie. This isn't a name that I recognize. Watching my toddler run in a circle, so I probably need. You better. You probably do need a drink. Raven probably watching her toddler run in a circle. I am so proud of y'all with these babies. Like, listen, I be trying, but my baby 18. Y'all see she finishing the pizza. Like, ah, I give y'all so much kudos because I I've said it recently, and I'll say it again. Of all everything I've accomplished in life. And I probably shouldn't say this because it really chokes me up sometimes. But I've done a lot. So y'all know I got the double master's degree, HR certification, start up a lot of organizations in HR, worked a bunch of different roles in HR, starting this YouTube channel, work at my church, so many things. But the hardest thing I've done was being a mother. And I'm sure it's because I was a single mother. But that shit kicked my ass and still be kicking my ass sometimes. Amen. Amen to the folks in the back. All righty. 3 days notice, y'all. Coupon and ain't been playing with y'all. Miss Right said, we out here. We ain't doing no 2 weeks, no 1 month. We ain't doing nothing. We getting up out of here. If y'all hear some noise, please excuse it. Like my office is right next to my daughter's bathroom and she getting in there. Thank you, Nate. So I hope you guys don't hear the noise, but it won't take her long. Girl, 3 days. I love it. You get them the juices because you have been here a long time. If I remember correctly, without going back to that live, I could have sworn you were like working for them for quite some years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ashley Capers, hey there. Hey Ashley, another new name. I love seeing the new names. Y'all welcome to Happy Hour. Hey HR. Ashley, I hope you got your drink, girl. Because we drinking up in here. And we don't drink alone. Signs of alcoholism, so we do right. Let me know if you got a question. We just kind of playing around. I am going to get to some topics. 7:30, I'll start cranking out my topics that I already talked to you guys about. But y'all know I like to chat with y'all in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I like to, while I can do it. Like I like the growth, but I'm terrified that I'll get the type of growth where I can't keep up in the chat. So I jumped on not jumped on, but I jumped in Corey Jones's live chat last night, I believe. And it was like crazy. Like I felt like, oh my God, he can't even keep up. Oh, the benefits are great, y'all. Coupon is giving us all kinds of updates, and y'all got to check this out. That's crazy. She said they pay 90% of benefits. Oh, and unlimited PTO. Hold on, wait, where y'all at? Y'all ain't. Y'all DM me. DM your girl. Because this sounds like a dream. Remote, 90% benefits, unlimited PTO, but y'all don't really care about the PTO. Like, I'm gonna work. Like, I don't really give a that. But I mean, it's not a bad thing to have. I always wondered how unlimited PTO is paid out when you leave. I'm pretty sure people put a cap on it. Oh, joy. Yes, sunshine virtual class. But yeah, did it look familiar? Are you familiar with this mango Jamaican drink? It's so thick. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna loosen it up with a little Ciroc. Welcome, Shauna. Welcome, Shauna. Yo, Shauna, we so happy to have you for the first time as well. I think Ashley's new too. Like all these new people, I love it. But y'all, I'm so excited because y'all already heard me gas up my boy Don Green and how he is the marketing manager for Remedy Staffing, right? Well, now I got to talk about my bestie. Y'all, they trying to make me. I can't drink too much because I'll cry. She knows I'm a crybaby. And my bestie is here. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, boo. Y'all, my bestie. I love her. I love her. I ain't even gonna tell y'all. I ain't even going to that because that girl gonna make me cry. But she is finally home, and I'm so excited about that. I've told y'all before that my best friend works internationally, so she's normally gone for 2 to 3 months, and then she's home for 2 to 3 months, and that's her rotation. And it's so weird because, oddly enough, I've gotten accustomed to our friendship being that way because we've been friends. It had to have been over 10 years now, but we've been friends for a long time, and so we started on a job that we absolutely hate. And y'all get ready because we about to do a video to tell y'all how you can make friends in the workplace. Get ready, get ready. It's gonna be fun because we don't know how to act. But anyhow, um, she is home now. So I picked her up from the airport this week, and we just enjoyed each other. And when you have a great friend and somebody is amazing to you, and I mean, when I say great, I mean feedback into you the way you feed into them. Same thing as an employer. You want an employer that's going to feed back into you the same way you feed into them. And when you have that, it makes life so much easier. Like so much easier. I mean, we almost can look at each other and know each other saying, like, I just absolutely love the girl. So she in the chat tonight, y'all. Give Tara some love. Tell her hey, tell Ashley hey, because it's her first time being up in here. All right. Y'all got me getting all real Charleston on y'all. And I think just Shauna first time too. So tell her what's up. And me and Joy and Shauna, I think we all got a drink. Am I right? Well, Shauna need a drink because she got taller. But come on, y'all. Let's bring these drinks out because we're about to talk about all things HR in 2 minutes. Y'all know when I get in HR, I get rolling. Oh, you found me on Instagram, Ashley? Or is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Miss Wright Miss Wright was only there for a year. I got all excited. I thought she was there for a while. Okay, cool. Good. Best year you ever had. Because the Lord had your blessing coming up later. All right. What a pay increase. That's awesome. Any suggestions on contract roles in HR to advance one's career path, gaining experience and benefits of leave of absence? I think contract roles are amazing. I always tell people that if you can do a contract role, then feel free to do it. The biggest downfalls of doing contract roles is that they're not permanent. They most times don't offer benefits. And so you don't have that, security in it. So I get worried about contract roles for that. But however you can get experience, get it. I was talking to I think I told you guys on the live with Jen Braun, and Jen and I talked about it. I was offering volunteer services to my initial job that declined me 4 times. So, honey, get it however you can get it. There's nothing wrong with that. And gaining benefits, gaining HR experience as a whole is amazing. Benefits and leave of absence are crazy. I actually reached out to I can't even remember her name. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I'm gonna be real quick, y'all. I promise. But I actually, and the only reason I'm telling you is because she works in HR, and Nina. I think her name is Nina, but she does lives, and she is a leave of absence specialist. Oh, sorry, y'all. My computer doing it on there. Sorry. Okay, my bad. But she is a leave of absence specialist. And I just want to make sure I find the Nina Story. That is the name of her channel. It is called the Nina Story. And so she is a leave of absence HR specialist. So she always does well. So definitely check her out. But I'm trying to get her on the live with us. All righty. Oh, yeah, you like to cry too. I should have done my live on over there. Yes, Raven, that's my bestie girl. Yes. Isn't it nice to see like familiar faces? The more you come on, Kunique, like, isn't it awesome that the more you come on, the more you're like, oh, I remember that name. I remember that person. So I love it. We're such a family. I just love it. Oh, you might be right. Joy, I don't know, girl. I just said grab it because I was getting me some why guitar? Was it curry goat? I normally get the oxtails, but I get curry goat, I believe. Okay, we chat on Instagram last. Oh, we did chat last night. Awesome! I'm so happy you made it on. I love when you guys connect with me. Sometimes I have time to really like get into my DMs and yes, sorry, Tara said it was the goat. But sometimes I have time to get in my DMs and do like a real chat, and sometimes I'm like on a grind. But you guys, I reached out to folks that I noticed have been watching my stories consistently or liking things consistently on IG. And it really worked out because I took yesterday and today off to attend vidSummit, which is a YouTube conference virtually, and it didn't work out. So it was good. It gave me time to connect with my bestie, but it also gave me time to do some behind the scenes stuff of HR and to like get more close with you guys. So y'all, let's talk about these topics real quick because we already after 7:30 and y'all slowing down in the chat. I don't know what's going on. Y'all must be sipping on your drinks, and I'm cool with that. Because let me sip on mine real quick before we dive in this thing. Alrighty, y'all ready? So let's talk about the HR Department of One. So I was in the chat talking with somebody about that last night, and I believe I had a client call with somebody like that, and somebody reached out to me on LinkedIn. But I work in a Department of One, and I only took on this Department of One position because our organization is so small. I'm not in favor of a Department of One. I would be in favor of a Department of One if it was not in the private sector. Like if you work for a public organization like local government or something, depending on how many employees they have, I would be okay with that because work is repetitive. There's not a bunch of like unexpected things coming up. There's a routine. Most people have been there for years on end. But working in a Department of One can be a nightmare in other places. But I was like, okay, we have a super small organization. Let me try this out. And I really like their culture. But when you're working in a Department of One, the biggest thing that you need to do is make sure that you leverage your time in the best way for you. There, even though you're the only person in the department, there is some folks around there that you can truly use to delegate some processes and some things so that you're not so overwhelmed. Now, some of the things that are going to be difficult is like filing, scanning, that type of thing. Just make yourself a day in your schedule where you're like, okay, you know what? Today is going to be filing day. Today is going to be scanning day. Today is going to be whatever, like whatever is overwhelming at the time or something that's repetitive and keeps coming up. Recruiting day, so use, and if it's not a full day, then say, okay, the morning part of the day, I'm going to do all recruiting. In the afternoon, I'm going to do all filing because those are the things you don't have time to do. And that is usually helpful to have someone else in your organization. But when you're a Department of One, you just got to leverage your time and figure out where things work. You got to prioritize like crazy. Definitely check out my video all about keeping your life organized and things like that because I use those things so sincerely because being in a Department of One can be overwhelming. If you're just starting in HR and you walk into the Department of One, so this was actually um, the messaging I was doing back and forth with someone, and I don't feel like it was Ashley, but what we were talking about was that she worked in the Department of One, but she worked in an organization that was, and I won't start using all these terms on y'all, but it was really where one office is here and another one is another state, another HR department is another state. So if they, I think that the reason she was okay to it, or the reason it's attractive to folks, is because your HR department is huge, but no one's in your office, so it feels like a Department of One and you have to do everything from admin to people just walking in your door. They have what they think is an emergency. They just bump on it. Well, I'm not the person to be like, hey, I'm working on something. I'll get back with you. or hey, send me a calendar invite. I normally dump into it. I usually will work from home if I don't have a ton of time to focus. But work from home is an option now these days. Leverage your time. First, when you first start, make sure that you jump in and do like an audit. And when I say an audit, not a full-fledged dive in, pull reports, checking off a list, making sure you pull lists. No. Just kind of pay attention. Don't worry about changing nothing. Don't change anything for at least the first 6 months. If you can hold off for the first year, then do that and see how things flow. Well, how often do we have meetings? What is the culture like? How do they normally do open enrollment? How do they normally do benefits negotiation? How do they normally prepare for events? How do they normally bring on new hires? Just kind of go with the flow of how things are. Let them do it just how they've been doing it before you were there. Let them teach you the way that they know to do it. And after you get comfortable with it, you will run into errors. And that's when you make a projects list where you're saying, okay, in the future, I'm going to tackle these projects when I put in time and just block off time and make it work. But don't feel like you're a superhero when you're a Department of One. If that's the case, then they need to be paying you accordingly. Most times, Departments of One, they don't pay you accordingly because they can only afford one person. So don't run yourself crazy. Know how to put limits on your work and know how to say, you know what, as bad as I want to get all these things done, I have to prioritize them in a way that works for me. So you still get breaks, you still get out the door early. One of the things she was saying is like, hey, I'm the last one to leave every day. Y'all, I had changed that at my last organization because I found myself literally leaving at like 7, 8 at night. And I was like, enough of this. I started just closing my door in the middle of the day. When I had time blocked off to do something, I closed my door and made folks think I'm not there. And I figured out a system that works for me. So let's talk about transitioning because this is the next topic, right? Let's talk about transitioning into HR after a full-time career. That was you. Okay, Ashley. Okay, sorry, y'all. Before we get to the next topic, that was Ashley. Ashley, was that helpful? Did you want me to get into it even more? Like, I feel like I tapped in a couple areas, but the video will obviously be far more in depth. But if you want me to hit on something, we got time. So let me know. Um, until you say something very helpful. Good, yay! I'm happy. I feel like we discussed some of these things last night, but I got carpal tunnel, y'all. So when I be, I can't go like I used to. I used to go. Now I gotta go like an old lady. Like I can't. So I was like, you know what, I can only do so much. Now, if I'm on a computer, that's different, but on my phone, anyhow. So, transitioning to HR after a full-time career. And oddly enough, both of my clients that wanted to chat about this, they both have work in federal government. And so one client wanted to completely get out of federal government because she felt like her passion was HR. Another client was like, hey, I want to get out, but I want to do HR from a consulting standpoint. And you guys will probably remember him. He was on the last live. His name was Boaz. So we did a client call together. And so some of the things I have told quite a few of my clients, so it's going to be repetitive for some of y'all that already have had calls with me. But you want to make sure that, hold on, before I dive into the redundant stuff, I need y'all to dig into yourself and know why you want to get in HR. I hear a lot of people with this push for wanting to get in there. And I think for anybody, it's so important to know why you want to get in there. Because though it's a balance, right, where you work for both the employee and the employer, you're going to get into some times where you have to make decisions that you don't agree with. You just ain't going to agree with them. It's going to be times like even if you're a leave specialist, somebody has, like I had a great example. I had a police officer. His wife was pregnant with twins. When she had those twins, she got pregnant again with twins. They had 4 kids in less than a year. And he had exhausted his time off. We gave him additional time, but the amount of time I wasn't really in agreement with. I didn't like our policy. I didn't like the channels he had to go through to get there. I couldn't imagine having like 4 infants at one time. And it was just him and his wife. They didn't have any kids prior to that. That's a minor one. I talked to y'all about Julie from JuliesPlans. I'm trying to get her on the live with us. And a video she just sent me today was about when they just promoted an employee last week, but then they come into your office this week ready to fire him. That kind of shit worked my nerve. Like, make up your mind. What we trying to do? What we doing? We love them or we hate them? Like, what we doing? And especially when it's like, if you just your performance reviews, good or bad, is an indicator for the future with you and that employee. So when you come in and you tell me, oh, they're amazing, they got 5 stars, give them the highest raise, and then next week you want to fire them, like you're just opening us up for litigation. Like, and then I'm gonna be the one that have to do all the paperwork and the back and forth with that. So it's just crazy. But make sure y'all know why you want to get into HR, because I know that it looks amazing, but it can be overwhelming. Like, it can be overwhelming. Anyhow, so make sure you know your passion, your drive for it. Beyond that, with transitioning into HR, it's always helpful to network like crazy. Get yourself in different groups. I've told y'all 1,000 times, and I'm going to tell y'all all the time until y'all really blow this group up. Is human resources practitioners of color. And I am really considering opening up a group myself, a Facebook group, so that we can get in there and we can just chat back and forth and talk about when you guys have gotten promotions and talk about when you guys have, transitioned into another job or what have you. I really am thinking about it. I just hate starting things that I don't feel like I have a solid plan on how I can sustain it. And right now, I feel like my hand is in 50 different places. But y'all, if y'all really want me to like do a Facebook group where we can talk about all that, just tell me. Just tell me. Put it in the chat. Say yeah to me, go roll off with it, and I'll put it into my schedule, my future schedule. But get in the HRPOC. Make sure you get on LinkedIn, network with folks. Make sure that you go to SHRM meetings. You don't have to be an HR professional to attend SHRM meetings, but all you have to do is reach out to them and see if you can be a guest, and they'll let you come in. That type of thing. So I just want y'all to know that networking is going to be huge when you have absolutely no career there. The second thing is kind of get close to someone in a position that you want to be in and have a conversation with them. See what are their highs and lows, because it might be something you're pushing for you don't even like. You know what I'm saying? So if you go ahead and get that relationship built, it should be an easy transition. On your resume, make sure that your resume not only stands out amongst the crowd, but that we can see HR in it without you having an HR title. And on client calls, I went through details of that, sending you guys back follow-up emails with a full outline of what to do, things to add in, things like that. I will continue to give that type of feedback. So all you have to do is just click a link and schedule a call so that I can help you make that resume look like one that's ready for transitioning into HR. Even if you're not doing a resume makeover, you can always do a client call and I can give you tons of notes. If you want, and some of my clients, I just updated this on my site. But if you want, I can forward you the recording of our call so you can be like, oh my God, I forgot so much. It seems like we covered so much. I can send you an email with the call so that you guys can have that information and work on it. It's not going to happen overnight, unless you are couponing the right way. You know what I'm saying? If you and Miss Right, it's not going to happen overnight. Because I feel like we just talked about this like maybe a month ago and she already has a new job. But, um, you know, and I'm pretty sure she can tell you how much she was out there grinding to get it. So it's a grind. So the last topic I really want to talk about, because right now we're at 7:43, but the last topic I really want to talk about is a hostile work environment and being a whistleblower. So I had a client that had a situation where they completely felt like they were in a hostile work environment when they went through all of the details. And it was a long, extensive thing. Now, that's the first thing I'm going to tell y'all. If you're in a hostile work environment, grab your notebook off top and just start jotting down dates. Forward emails to your personal email. Like, it's hard to document something without proof. If you got all of your proof there, now you are telling the story without being there. So that was the biggest thing. Another thing I noticed with this client is that they had a hard time with kind of getting comfortable with the idea that I'm a whistleblower. Well, listen, ain't nobody gonna ever be comfortable with that. Unless you naturally, a rat and always, saying that. But if you come into work and you are miserable, like every day, the closer you drive to work, your stomach's hurting. When you get there, the same issue happening over and over. You can't catch a break from it. Like you get off and it feel like you only sleep for 30 minutes because you right back in this hellhole the next day. Listen, if this is a hostile work environment for several different reasons, all you got to do is keep your notes and channel this to the appropriate channel. This particular person had a hostile work environment created from the highest chain of command or what have you in their workforce. It had no option except to go to HR. even if you feel like, oh my God, I can't talk to my boss, or I already tried sending them, information. HR is there for you too. Don't think HR is just there for the employer. Like, just make sure you have your documentation with it. Make sure you have some references to go with it. Make sure you're not talking about feelings. You're talking about facts. Like, take them feelings out of there. You're gonna be aggravated. It's gonna be annoying. Like, you're gonna say, "Well, I just know he meant." No, that's an insinuation. You want to say, "On this day he said," "On this day she said." And forward that on to HR. Like, get it going. Um, I mean, Shauna, I would say that if it's hostile run, but not everybody has that opportunity. What if this is your career? So let's say hypothetically it was me. We know I'm talking about a client, but we're gonna just put the light on me. So let's say it was me. Matter of fact, it was me. So let me go back to a story of a situation that happened for me. This particular situation I was talking about wasn't me, but I've been in a hostile work environment before. I had a I was actually brought in as a generalist, and I had recruiters that worked along with me, as well as receptionists, right? And I was functioning as the manager. I was doing everything for that HR department. And our CEO decided to bring in our attorney's um, friend, or friend of a friend, to come in and run the department. Her and I had the exact same credentials, right? The only thing we didn't have, or I wasn't certified then, but I had a master's degree. I actually had a master's degree in HR, and I had a double master's degree. She had an MBA, but she didn't have the HR degree too. And we had, she had way more experience than I mean, years of experience than I had, because she had been doing it for like a little over 10 years. At the time, I was only like 4 or 5 years in, right? So when she came in, her mindset was automatically that HR is the police. Like, her mindset is that, employees hate us, and let's figure out who want to get fired first, and let's start firing them. There were a couple fires we needed to do, and we did those. But I was just like, homegirl, chill out. Like, let's just get some work done. Why are you looking for folks to fire? Let's try to fix a situation. And she started just making up lies on me, making up lies. She wanted to say that I didn't process the CEO's daughter's qualifying event in time. I had emails for that. She wanted to say that I mean, she just went on with a whole list of stuff that she wanted to say I was doing. And every time I looked, she was bringing me into a meeting with the VPs and the CEO. And I'm like, bitch, you could have talked to me like we share an office. You could have said, hey, I getting tired of your shit, Tamika. Fix it or get out the door. Listen, I had to make the decision for her, because she didn't know that I was going out there on breaks doing phone interviews. Anyhow, I was trying to get out of there. But in this situation, I was totally in a hostile work environment, because not only was she creating lies, not only did she would sit there and um she when she came, I had the office by myself. So they moved her in. I became her assistant manager, and she was the manager. So what she did was she moved me into the office with a recruiter, and then started, if I would step out to get breakfast, which the break room was down the hall, or if I stepped to the restroom, I'm leaving files on my desk, but I was so accustomed to either taking a blank paper and putting it on top. Y'all know in HR, that's what we do. Either I'm going to take a blank paper and put it on top of the documents that's being seen, or I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to go use the restroom. No. I mean, homegirl started trying to get the VP, because she was trying to tell me she can write me out. Honey, somebody else figure that out, because you ain't writing nothing up. So maybe you won't go get that VP, because I wasn't hearing no write up from her. But the VP was like getting on me about like leaving my office open. I'm like, I don't have a lock. Only the old office I was in had a lock. She wanted to say that I left my computer up unlocked, and there were things on my computer that anybody could have gotten into. She It was just ridiculous. I had finally been like, listen, I'm about to clear out this whole office, because the next random ass meeting I'm getting, like, I'm out of here. So I'm gonna tell y'all something I probably thought I'd never tell anybody, but at this point, like, really, do I care? I shouldn't be saying this. I was so shit with this girl. Like, she kept bringing me in a different stuff, that I finally brought her in the office, and I said, hey, listen, I get it. You want me to give you respect, because she was so mad that like employees loved me and they didn't like her. Like, it was just obvious. We did a whole event where we brought in all of our employees from across the whole United States, and they all kept looking for me, and nobody was talking to her. We went on boat riding, like she was literally by herself. Everybody was like laughing, joking with me throughout the night. But anyhow, I finally said to her, I said, hey, listen, I'm so tired of this shit. If you really want me to give you, and how I telling y'all right now is how I said it. I shut the door and I said, hey, if you really want me to give you the respect that you're looking for, then I need you to stop acting like a bitch. Until you stop acting like a bitch, I'm gonna keep treating you like a bitch. I ain't had time. Yeah, she brought me in the office and asked me if I. I shouldn't tell y'all that story. But anyhow, I thought I was gonna take that one to the grave, but I don't really care because I don't want to go back to that organization. But I hope that nobody else that watches this live think that that's the way I would act. I was so young, so stupid. I would never do that. I've been in hostile work environments since then, and I would never act that way. But I was just exhausted. Like in that hostile work environment, I was a single mom. I couldn't. I wasn't married. Wasn't with anybody. Like I couldn't just say, okay, I'm out. Yeah, sorry, I'm on my MacBook. And that was a situation where I couldn't run. Anyhow, long story short, I couldn't run, but I finally did. That was the first time I had ever quit an HR job in my whole career, and that was so crazy to me. I came up with like a financial plan, and it worked, but not all the time you can run. It is what it is. Yeah, sometimes you do get pushed to the limit, and she had asked me for that. Now, y'all, I don't encourage that. Don't do that. Yeah, we can do right. Sometimes I give bad advice, and that was one time that I'm giving bad advice. Don't do that. Y'all can get through this a little bit differently than I did. Um, but it's crazy. It's so crazy. That whole organization went down. Like I can't say the whole organization, but the HR department. They can't keep HR person in their daily life. HR person be in and out of it every 6 months. And that's another thing, y'all. Once you get your foot into the HR door and you start going to SHRM meetings and things like that, you are going to know what's the culture just from networking. Like you're gonna see that people, especially on like LinkedIn, you're gonna be like, damn, they hired another HR person. Like, what's wrong with them? You're gonna see a rotating door. That's a sign not to go there. You're gonna be in meetings with people and they're gonna be like, oh no, girl, I already worked there before. You don't want to be there. So it's good. But yeah, you do have to be strategic. In that instance, I had lost strategy. I was tired and I was exhausted. And one of the things I didn't like was that in all of my years of working in HR, I've never felt like I was working. Um, and so I was actually feeling like I was going to work and I didn't like that feeling. And I was like, oh, I can't take this anymore. And so I literally quit. Like I literally was like, y'all deuces, I'm out. If y'all get rid of this chick right here, I'll come back. Just holler at me. But I was like, mm-mm. But I don't see myself going back there. Like they're a little bit too disorganized for me. Oh, Shauna, did you get out of there? Like, girl, we got to get out them hills. We got to go find a place that works fast. We can't stay up in these horrible places. But hostile work environments are difficult. And that's another thing I can do a client session on is to help you prepare for whatever it is that you want to do to submit your information about that environment. I mean, but if you feel like running is easiest, do what you got to do. Oh, revolving doors are never a good sign. I would say the only time a revolving door, in my situation, there was a revolving door, but the only reason for that is because they had a HR director that had been there for a while and they laid her off because of the pandemic. And so when they called her back, she had already found another job that was something she wanted more. So she actually referred her friend in, and her friend had only no talent acquisition. And so for her, she stuck it out as long as she can, but she literally told me, like, listen, I bite off more than I can chew. So I was okay with that. But again, networking helped me with that because I knew the previous HR director and I knew she had like her job because I seen her at SHRM meetings and we had talked. So it was like, oh, okay, something going on. So when that person said, okay, this is what it is, I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, everybody, so not all the time rotating doors are hard or meaning it's a horrible, but it is a good sign. So definitely network and get out there and try to see, well, why is this door rotating? Or take an interview with them and be like, hey, can you let me know how your experiences have been with your last incumbents in this position? Like whatever it is. Um, oh, Shauna. But you know what, Shauna? I was trying to do that my damn self, girl. I was trying to do that with my last job. Go and leave and don't come back. And so many people do it. Like it was nice as long as it lasts. Oh, Raven, girl, when you get to the point of crying, you really ready to say F this. But Raven, you and I are both single moms. Like you just can't always walk away. Like you still have the mortgage to pay. You still have the food you got to buy. Like it's difficult. So being a whistleblower isn't a bad thing. Like if you keep running, all you're doing is leaving hell for the people behind you. So you may as well just fix it and be like, hey, listen. Y'all got a hell raiser back there. And let me tell you why they're a hell raiser. And this is what I need y'all to do to correct this. Of course, you're going to throw in them, hostile work environments. You feel like there may be retaliation. There's a toxic work culture. Give me y'all some of them HR words that I had used, but I killed it. Pat myself on the back. I think tastes more like juice than anything. I don't really drink clear liquor. Tar. Got a little Ciroc mango. I don't know how you feel about that, but she likes Ciroc and stuff. Anyhow, y'all, we only got 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna remind y'all of a few things because I'm not holding y'all up all night. And Raven, you got me feeling all bad for you because I know you, girl. Don't be letting them people push you off like that. So y'all, we talk about an HR department of one and how it is kind of rolling in that position. That time management is your biggest thing that you want to make sure you're focusing on. We talk about transitioning to HR specifically after coming out of the federal government. And we talked about a hostile work environment and being a whistleblower. But don't forget that I'm doing a video. That video is going to post next week on Tuesday, and it is going to be my channel's trailer. So every time you go to my channel, you'll see it there if you're returning or if you're new, and it'll obviously be in my video lineup. And I'll do some reminders on IG. I'll do some reminders on LinkedIn. I'll definitely do a post about it. But there's going to be a 1K giveaway. We all getting the top 3 notebook absolutely for free. I'll do the shipping and everything. I just want to tell you thank you so much for helping me get to 1K. And y'all know that's my notebook. Y'all want brand new. It's fresh out the box. We just opened that earlier. And so don't forget that if you guys want to do a client session with me, just click on the link down in the description box. It's also on my About Me tab on YouTube. It's also in my link on IG. Like, click in there. Let's schedule a session. Let's get some things rolling. I have a few clients that I'm going to do follow-ups with, so I'm about to get them on there. So pay attention. Some dates might be gone, but if you really need me to flex, just let me know. And I'm pretty sure I can make some changes. I just hate to put like a standing schedule I can't do, but there's some days I got some flex. So I'll have some weekday times up if just weekend doesn't work. But if you're working on that HR certification and you want some notes, just go into that same link because then there has some notes for you. If you guys are like, man, Tamika, I need to get on this live with you because you be talking about some stuff. I need to help you navigate this thing. Got you. Just fill out the link, fill out your information in the link down below in the description box or in my bio on IG so we can get you on here. I'll send you a little Zoom link and guess what, we'll do it just like we did it before. But hopefully we do better because y'all know I be struggling to get on. But I think I got it now. I think I got it. My webcam was stupid. You know what I'm saying? I was trying a different computer. I'm going to stay with what I know. But I can't wait to see y'all next week. I'm going to make sure that I stay live like I did. Y'all, this month we did lives every day the month of September. Aren't y'all proud of us? I'm so proud of us. We've been live every week and almost all these things been coming back. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. And we growing, y'all. We almost at 1K. So we're going to do lives weekly again for the month of October. We're going to do lives again for the month of October. I'm not going to do that in November and December. I want y'all to enjoy your time with your family. So we're going to do it a little bit less. So pay attention to the dates. But definitely let's knock this thing out. And listen, I just want y'all to know. Oh, y'all got Crown Apple. Okay, Joy. Joy, that's my normal drink. You wasn't even on the last time. That's my drink, girl. That's my go-to. But I definitely want us to give all the love to Coupon in the right way. Aren't we so proud of her? Like, she's showing us that it can be done. She's showing us that it's here. I definitely want to thank y'all so much for joining on. I can't wait to see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night.